Hello everyone, and welcome to the inside of my car, parked on a random street. That's right, I wanted to introduce all of you to some content we've been producing you may not be aware of, okay? Exclusive content is what I'm talking about, Patreon only, food reviews in a car. It's very exciting, and of course, the schnitzel cam is involved. We'll save you for later. Perhaps we can entice you to head over to Easy Allies Patreon, find a way to support us, and you will get access to not only this, but a lot of other great exclusive content that we're hiding you didn't know about until right now, okay? So let's get right to the action. One of my favorite foods, I've eaten this food many times and enjoyed it, but I maybe have never eaten a version of it this exquisite. One of the best representations of this food in all of Los Angeles, I can say. Coming up next. Greetings once again, allies. Here we are. The food train keeps chugging along, and today I have for you another very special, exclusive, mini food critic in a car review. Now, trolling strip malls as I do when I'm looking for nutrition and something scrumptious, and lo and behold, look what I found. Something hopefully very scrumptious indeed. Los Cocos, okay? Now this turns out to be a little pupuseria. Now what's a pupuseria, you say? It's a specialty shop that makes pupusas, which is a Salvadorian dish, which I find most yummy. Now I think I might have gotten pretty lucky with this one, because when I step inside, I see pasted on the wall an article from LA Weekly, a local newspaper, which is placing this pupuseria in the top 10 of pupuserias in all of Los Angeles. Now this is quite a feat, because as you can imagine, I would guess there are several hundred pupuserias within Los Angeles County proper. Now they also had a really nice selection of baked goods, yummy treats, desserts inside, but as you know, this is a mini food critic in a car review, so we can't get into that kind of stuff. So here's what we did get into. Let's take a gander, shall we? This big old bag of goods. This is this little red salsa sauce that you dip your pupusa in. A pupusa is basically this kind of like corn breading that's deep fried and stuffed with yummy things, cheeses, meats, all sorts of variety of goods depending on what you order. Here's the specially seasoned and shredded cabbage, which you're always known to get with an order of pupusas as well. Now I love this stuff. It kind of complements it. You can put it on top or eat it on the side. However, I've never seen one done like this, all purple. Usually it's a white and orange shredded cabbage, so this is really unique. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this tastes. Let's take a gander together at what we're in store for. Voila. Now the level of grease on a pupusa can vary greatly, okay? Now it's not uncommon to find your pupusas absolutely submerged in an inch or two of grease even, but as you can see, these ones are nice and dry, which is usually a good sign that they're a little bit better for you. You're not gonna have a coronary on the spot kind of deal. So I ordered two different flavors, a pork and cheese, which is kind of one of the most famous, you know, kind of standard pupusas you'd order, and I also got a cheese and loroco. Loroco is a kind of edible plant that's really yummy, and that's also a really common pupusa you may find. And here we are, I'm digging in. As you know, I'm gonna taste this first with no sauce, no salsa, no cabbage, just like this. And it looks like the top one is the cheese and loroco one, in fact. And look at that, it's absolutely stuffed with filling. This looks like a really good pupusa. Wow, thick, yummy. This is absolutely freshly made on the spot. The cheese, you gotta work to chew through. I mean, you're chewing through this stuff like a cord of wire, but it's a yummy cord of wire. The taste of loroco does come through nicely. That's just a very good pupusa. The flavor of the loroco comes through. The cheese is thick and chewy. It has a perfect amount of salt. And most importantly, it's not just absolutely saturated with grease, so you don't have to feel too guilty while eating this. I'm gonna go down to the second layer, okay? This is where we've got my pork and cheese. Look at this. A nice amount of filling, a nice, even, generous amount. This is really the perfect amount of filling that you want. This is absolutely fabulous. I can see why this place made a top 10, because I'm absolutely loving this without even having any of the garnishes which enhance the flavor. This is yummy. The pork mixture has the perfect amount of spice, perfect amount of salt, okay? It's not overbearing. This is so good. So without a doubt, these pupusas are yummy, okay? The flavor is perfect and they're made absolutely fresh. But now, because we gotta do it, let's taste these garnishes. This stuff is called curtido, okay? And like I said, chopped up and seasoned cabbage. First, I'm gonna taste it just as it is because I've never had purple curtido. It's very nice. There's not a lot of spice to it. And by that, I don't mean there's not a lot of flavor. This tastes good. It's just not too spicy, which often you can find curtido is very spicy. This one is perfect. So as I said, this is an El Salvadorian pupusa, but these are made in several Latin American countries, slightly different. But what we're dealing with here is a pupusa with the Salvadorian recipe, and this is absolutely stunning. Now, I'll show you how this is really meant to be eaten, okay? You absolutely drown the pupusa in this yummy salsa, and then you scoop on generous portions of this curtido. Now, everyone eats this a little differently, but this is a yummy way to eat a pupusa, I've found. And this is the pupusa with the full effect. Holy smokes. This is a fantastic pupusa. And look at that, isn't it pretty? I mean, it's an attractive looking dish as well. Another thing that pupusas are really great for is leftovers. When you order pupusas, you often order much more than you're gonna eat in one sitting because they refrigerate well, they reheat well, and I think I mean, they don't last long, that's the thing. Most of these will be finished off by the next day even if you order a dozen of them, these seem to always be gone by the next day. Well, I am absolutely feasting here with Los Cocos pupusas. I highly recommend this if you're ever in Southern California. Los Cocos pupusas. I'm gonna keep indulging here. Thank you so much, allies, for all your support. I'll see you next time. Look at this. Well, that's all for now, okay? I hope you enjoyed this little sampling. We've got a lot more of these food reviews up on the channel, plus a whole bunch of other awesome exclusive content available when you sign up to support us, and we do appreciate it. Head over to Easy Allies Patreon and find a way to support us and get access to this exclusive content, okay? That's all for now. Time to go find something to nosh on, okay?